Hey guys, my name is Joe and welcome to Fighting Words, the martial arts library. On this channel I review martial arts books and talk about other martial arts related subjects. I thought that for today I would actually read you an excerpt from Roger Kahn's biography of Jack Dempsey called A Flame of Pure Fire. And there's a section in this book where he talks about Dempsey's punches, and frankly that's the #1 reason I bought the book. So if you will follow me along, I'll read that to you right now. Dempsey said that his attack began with a falling step forward. He pointed his left great toe toward his target and took a long falling step toward the target with his left foot. That started the weight transfer, which was, as he put it, the power source. He then described a power line running from his shoulder down the length of his arm to his gloved fist. To quote from his instruction book, as you take your falling step forward, you shoot a half-open left fist. Then, as the relaxed left hand speeds toward the target, suddenly close the hand with a convulsive grabbing snap. Close that left fist with such a terrific grab that when the knuckles smash into the target, the fist and the arm and shoulder are frozen steel hard by the terrific grabbing tension. That convulsive squeezing grab is the explosion. This explosion was Jack Dempsey's left lead. No one who felt the punch forgot it. He fought out of a semi-crouch, not upright like the great 19th century boxers, Daniel Mendoza of England to John L. Sullivan of Roxbury, Massachusetts, nor the deep crouch that makes one's movement crab-like. The deep crouch is a good defensive stance, but Dempsey pointed out that it places your weight too far forward for you to take the falling step that starts the explosive left. Your weight is also too far forward to permit fast retreating footwork. If, Dempsey added with a dry, regal scorn, you want to retreat. Footwork was a treatise unto itself. You could fall forward or shuffle forward, sidestep right or sidestep left, even shuffle backward. Dempsey drew diagrams of the requisite footwork. The patterns are as precise as those in a saraband, the formal and stately court dance of Mozart's time. Under no circumstances, Dempsey said, take any little half-step or a hippity hop when you decide to punch, and never draw back the punching hand before you throw it. Here he was skewing perspectives of amateurism. That little hippity hop leaves you off balance. Worse yet is cocking your fist, winding up. Cock your left against a professional and he will drive a painfully hard right hand over your jab. In the well-known phrase, you will be beaten to the punch. Cock your right hand against a pro, and that classic of punches, the left hook, will promptly end the bout and your consciousness. Finally, Dempsey said, here's another never. Never throw a light punch. Anytime you swing, you're going to leave yourself open to some extent. If you're going to be open, make it worth it. Punch hard. Light leads don't impress me at all. Punch his socks off. Prize fighting is a business of mobility. Boxers are never stationary unless hurt. Dempsey grouped the distances between opponents into 3 categories. Long range, about a yard apart, was ideal for explosive sharpshooting, the left hand jolt and the right cross. At medium range, about half a yard distant, came the rapid-fire exchanges. A fighter has room here to throw straight punches, but there is no space for the falling forward step. You generate power with a shoulder whirl. Whirl left, whirl right, right, left. It's medium range where you see what sports writers call flurries of punches. It is unusual, Dempsey said, for a man to have such quickness and strength that he could throw a knockout punch with just that shoulder whirl. You get more power with the falling step, the explosiveness driving up clean from the ankles. Few fighters throw knockout punches just from the shoulder whirl. Dempsey did, with either hand. Close range is where the boxers go head-to-head with hooks and uppercuts. When 2 men stand chest to chest, there is simply not room enough to throw straight punches. Powering his hook in close, Dempsey whirled and surged upward, whirling from left to right, driving hooks with force that Grantland Rice called tornadic. Close up, Dempsey threw the most devastating left hooks ever seen. Tornadic in their impact, perhaps, but first precisely engineered. Dempsey gave great thought to creating his classic hook. A hook, he said, is a whirl-powered blow, delivered while the elbow is sharply bent. Many mistake a left swing for a hook. In the swing, the arm is pretty much fully extended. That creates a wide, sweeping blow and leaves a boxer open for the entire time the punch is traveling in its long arc. A sweeping blow is easy to evade, and probably worst of all, traveling that arc robs the swing of explosiveness. In a left swing, you have a long punch dangerous to throw that lands with little impact. Anyone who is so stupid and inexperienced that he can be hit with a swing is a palooka, Dempsey said. Just move inside and swing and pound. My message to beginners goes like this. Take the swing, toss it on the slop bucket, and forget about it. Then learn the hook. The left hook is short and sharp. What Dempsey called a shovel hook is thrown with the elbows pressed tightly against the hips for a body blow, or with the elbows pressed against the lower ribs for a hook to the head. What he called an outside hook is thrown with the elbows a few inches away from the body. The shovel was Dempsey's workhorse punch. He used to pound opponents who tried to clinch. The properly executed outside hook, kept tight with the elbow sharply bent, is a pure, full-fledged knockout punch, but you have to be careful not to let it degenerate into a swing. A punch Dempsey particularly favored was something he called a sneaker hook. This began with Dempsey and an opponent in the clinch. Dempsey kept his chin close to the left side of the other fighter's head. He used his left hand to grab and tightly hold the inside crook of the opponent's right elbow, taking away his right hand punch. He clamped his right hand around the left bicep and held hard, taking away the left. Then, in Dempsey's words, suddenly yank him tighter to you with your right hand. Then shove him away hard with both hands. Almost in the same movement, whip an outside right hook over his left shoulder and down so that your striking knuckles smash into his left jawbone or left temple. He will drop like a poleaxed steer. The uppercut is powered by a surge. The variety of powerful punches he brought into the ring against gigantic Jess Willard indeed constituted an arsenal. Dempsey's overwhelming power made many people overlook the calculating that went into every punch he threw. In that regard, he was a thinking, even intellectual, boxer, but his attitude throbbed with terrifying ancient instincts. I never go in confident, he said. Any sucker can get lucky and give you a crack on the chin. I go in saying to myself, kill him, kill him, kill him. Otherwise, he'd kill me. As I said, that was pretty much the reason I bought the book, was for that passage right there. I thought I had a lot of insight into why one of the best boxers of all time, the manner in which he threw his punches. There's a lot of other good stuff in that biography as well. I will probably record an excerpt where a sports writer talks about getting in the ring with Dempsey. It's pretty telling and also pretty amusing. At any rate, the book itself not only talks about Dempsey's life, but it puts it into perspective with the 1920s. Actually, the subtitle is Jack Dempsey and the Roaring Twenties. Talking about all the social and political machinations that were going on at the time and that Dempsey was involved with in some way or another. So I'm sure someday I'll get around to reviewing it in total, but I really like that excerpt and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you have any thoughts, please let me know. If you'd like to support the channel or leave a suggestion for a video for me to make or a book for me to review, please donate to my Ko-fi account. I'm going to put a link of that in the description. If you like what I do on this channel, please like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys.